Another day's walk here, and this is Appalachian Trail Class of 2020 as one, episode 2. Let's get it going. Here real quick, I want to tell you this. You guys might have noticed I changed the name of the videos from 2020 United to as one, and let me explain why. Out of respect for the tragic violence and senseless murder that happened on the AT last year, they had a rally call and they called it AT United. And since this is the next year, and I think that we should keep that saying for that victim on the trail last year. So this is going to be now called as one. And if I was you guys as well, I would not use the saying 2020 United, just out of respect. Thank you. Alrighty, first off, let's send it on down to PTL. What do you got for it?
Hey everyone, Ken Good here. My trail name is PTL and my YouTube channel is Be Still on the Trail. So thanks to Poncho for setting this up. So my favorite piece of equipment is probably not the normal one. It's just this little, I don't know if you can see it, this little tab on my bottle here. It's called the Liberty Mountain Bottle Bandit Bottle Carrier. It's just a little piece of rubber that goes over the top of your bottle, and then with a hole here for the carabiner, it clips onto the shoulder of your backpack strap. I also would put on the bottom here a piece of string or a bandana that I tie around it so it doesn't flop around when I'm hiking. But this makes it very easy to drink when I'm on the trail. And you just have a full bottle of water and I can just drink right off my shoulder, so it's very convenient. I'm going to actually take it off so you can get a close-up of what it is. Again, it's just a piece of rubber here, goes over the top of the bottle, and you can see that. Got the carabiner clipped onto it. It actually says Bison on it, but this is a really nice piece of equipment. It isn't much, but man, this thing comes in so handy. And again, that clip just goes right on your shoulder strap. So this was a gift from my two kids, Leah and Jonathan. I believe they gave it to me for Father's Day. I'm really pleased with this. Comes in handy, makes it so much easier to drink out of your bottle without having to reach back into your pockets. And then I'm not very flexible, so I have a problem when I can get the bottles out of my pockets, but I have a hard time getting it back in without taking the pack off. So I find this very useful, and again, it's quickly become my favorite piece of equipment. So again, thanks Poncho for putting this on, and keep hiking.
That's a very unique piece of gear, PTL, and seems like it could really come in handy with the reaching around, not having to do it as much and all that. So let's send this on over to Yowie.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl from Hiking with Yowie. Thank you Poncho for including me in this collaboration video of what's my favorite piece of gear. Well, as I get ready to go on my Appalachian Trail February 2020 attempt at this through hike, I am so excited about. I do not put anything in my pack unless it's lightweight. I am not as young as I used to be, and I have to keep the weight off my knees. So I always ask myself, is it a want or a need? Well, if it's a want, it has to have multiple purposes and has to be lightweight. So what I did was, this is my hack of a Thermarest Z Light. I did is I cut it down to 36 inches. It's torso length. Its reflective properties and its closed cell. This weighs around 6 ounces, and I can put this on the outside of my Z-Packs Arc Haul and slide it out whenever I need it. I'm a hammock camper, so sometimes I have a 30-degree underquilt, you get cold butt syndrome. Now, if you ever hammock camped and you understand that, you need a little bit of warmth sometimes when the temperature dips a little lower. So I slide this underneath myself, That definitely makes a difference. Also, you can use this as a windscreen. You can use this as just a seat for yourself on the ground, or for two people to sit. You can put it on the ground and put it up against a log or a rock when it's damp, or when it's cold. This works wonderful in the wintertime, sitting and having a quick snack. Also, you can put it out in front of you and you could organize your stuff so you're not in the dirt and the mud, and you can prepare your meals. Just don't spill your food on it, because you don't want the bear to snuggle up with you at night. I live in Maine. I backpack, I hike, I camp, I love to snowshoe. This goes with me on all the seasons that I'm out there. And it's wonderful, and I love this thing. This is my favorite piece of gear. So thank you again, Ponchos, for including me in this. And everybody, happy hiking, and see you out there in 2020.
It is always good to have a piece of gear that serves multiple uses. I love the chair idea too. It kind of made me laugh, but it makes so much sense, and I really liked it. So let's send this on over to pickleball.
So, hi, Poncho and Tramity, Nobo, Sobo, Flip-Flop of class of Haiti 2020. My name is Denis Chassé, as spelled maybe as Dennis Chase, or my nickname, not my nickname, but my trail name is known as Pickleball. So, my favorite piece of gear for the 2020 will be my Ultra shoes. Ultra shoes, because it's all the most important piece of gear, I do believe. They will cross mud, puddle, gravel road, the rock of Pennsylvania, known as Rock Sylvania, the snow of the Smokies, the boulder of the Maine, and the restaurant and the privy, all the privy on the Haiti. And no, I'm not a sponsor of Ultra shoes. Thank you very much, Poncho, and for your initiative. And see you on the trail. Bye-bye.
Those are some great shoes, Pickleball. Shoes is always important to keep your feet nice on the trail, because that is most likely the first thing you will hurt on a distance trail. So I really respect your answer on your favorite piece of gear. And you had to make me laugh there at the end. You just had to, didn't you? Anyway, let's send this on over to My Struggle Bus.
Hey you guys, it's Owlcat from My Struggle Bus Life. I have my favorite piece of gear here, the GSI Outdoors, I don't know how you say it, Halite Minimalist. This is my cook set. It's actually a pot that slides inside a cozy. It has a lid with a sippy hole, a fold-up spork, and a little pot holder so that you can take this off the stove and put it in the cozy without burning your fingers off. So that is my favorite piece of gear. Everything, including the fuel, fits right inside of it. I'll show you on this picture here. It is a total of 6.3 ounces. So there you have it, my favorite piece of gear.
Most definitely a great and efficient setup for your cook set. Love your favorite gear. Let's send this on over to Nutty Hiker. What do you got for us?
Howdy y'all, Nutty Hiker here, and my favorite piece of gear is what I like to call a multi-purpose mat. And what it is this thing right here, and it actually, I made it. Yay, look, you can't see me, haha. And a lot of people will do this with stuff called Reflectix or the car shades, you know, that you can buy. I chose to do this. It's advertised as a camping mat, and I just cut it down to the size that I wanted. And it's actually, the reason that I chose this over the other stuff is one, it packs down more than the other stuff does. It's lighter than the other stuff is. So this whole thing right here only weighs, believe it or not, 2 ounces, which was the exact same amount that my sit pad that I was carrying weighs. So I use this for a ton of things. I will use it as a sit pad. I'll use it as I can use it as a windscreen. I can use it as a extra layer, thermal layer between the ground and my inflatable air mattress. So it will help keep it just a little bit warmer. And plus it helps with my, my air mattress, you know, not getting holes. So I like that. It can be used for cowboy camping for the same thing, same purpose. And a sit pad, it can be used as a yoga mat, which I don't do yoga, but it could be used as one. My physical therapist has wanted me to keep stretching, so I told her I would, and this will be great for it. So it only cost me $4 for the whole big thing, and I actually used the excess of it to make koozies. So yeah, this is my favorite piece of gear, guys. I will probably end up doing my own review, and I don't know. I don't really know if I will, but you can search for it online through like eBay. Just type in camping mat. It should pull up, and yeah. So there it is.
That is such a cool and great idea. Let me send this on over to Freewalker. What are you showing us today as your favorite piece of gear?
I remember that when I first started to hike long-distance trails, the idea of carrying an umbrella seemed to be a little foolish to me. I also remembered that while hiking in the rain without an umbrella, I was almost always looking for a place to hide. When I hiked the Shikoku 88 Temples pilgrimage in Japan during the fall of 2018, I changed my mind.
Konnichiwa.
On my first rainy day on that trail, I saw a number of pilgrims hiking with their umbrellas. That's when I decided to get one and give it a try. I must admit it, I fell in love with my umbrella. The truth is that the umbrella does not keep me dry, but keeps the raindrops out of my face and my eyes. The umbrella helps protecting my camera from getting wet when I'm taking pictures in rainy days. I understand that I can reduce weight without it, but today I see my umbrella as my luxury item. It is small and ultralight, and for now I plan to have my umbrella with me as well as my Z-Pax duplex tent during my true hike of the Appalachian Trail in 2020.
You are 100% right on that. An umbrella is nice just to kind of keep you mentally dry. That sounds different to say and a little weird, but keeping the rain off your face and your eyes and off your camera if you have an expensive camera and all that stuff, it is a great thing to have on trail. So let's send this on over to Coyote and Roadrunner. What is your favorite piece of gear?
Hey Pancho, thanks for having us. I'm Coyote and this is Roadrunner.
And these are a couple of our favorite pieces of gear. We picked non-essential items because obviously the essentials are typically our favorites. But for Roadrunner, his favorite is our Dirty Girl gaiters. When we first got backpacking, we never thought that we would need gaiters, but it's amazing the difference they make. Something as simple as obviously you're not going to get rocks in your shoes, and then as well, at the end of the day, when you're typically taking your shoes off and your feet are black from all the walking, these make a huge difference. Your feet just generally don't get dirtier. They're really awesome. And then my favorite piece of gear is Skinners. So what these are, they're kind of a camp shoe, I guess, but they are a sock that pretends to be a shoe, or maybe a shoe that pretends to be a sock. It wears like a sock, but it has a harder rubber sole so that you don't get rocks and things. At the end of a day of hiking, they're really awesome to wear. We also wore them when we walked through the water, and that worked really well too. The only tip I have, if anybody uses their Skinners, turn them inside out to dry them. We learned that one the hard way. Again, we are Roadrunner and Coyote on trail. Thanks again, Pancho, for having us. Bye, guys.
Coyote and Roadrunner, what wonderful pieces of gear. Kind of like I was talking to Pickleball, your feet are one of your main things to keep dry, to keep comfortable on a distance hike, because your feet will take the most abuse out of anything else. So like I did in my other video, everyone's YouTube channels will be in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please check out every single person that has a video in this. I tried to make it as quick as possible and as sweet as possible, but I still wanted you guys to get the same effect you did last time. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button to join the Sunnyside Squad, and like always, I'll see you on the sunny side.